Hello everyone. In this video we'll see how to create a project in Django, and at the end we'll just print a simple hello world message onto our web page. So let's get started. Firstly, what we'll do is we'll come to a location where you want to create this project. So right now I am in local disk C and a folder called web app, and at this location I'll open the command prompt. And firstly, to create a project, we need to write Django admin start project and the name, let's say intro, and I'll hit an enter. Now the project has been created. I'll just do dir to see, and we have an intro project over here. So I'll just go into this intro project, and over here I'll write python manage dot py start app, and let's say the name of the app is hello world, and I'll hit an enter. So if I'll go back to my folder, I see intro, and inside that intro we have our project, we have our app, not a project, which is hello world. Now there are so many files pre-made into our project, into our app, and also into our project. So what are all these files? We'll slowly take a look at them. But firstly, I'll open Visual Studio Code over here. As we open Visual Studio Code, we can see how to identify which is an app and which is the project. So if I'll open Hello World, so I see init.py, admin.py, apps, models, tests, and views. And if I open intro, then I see asgi.py, settings.py, urls.py. So the folder which has asgi.py and settings.py is the project, and the other folder is our app. So first thing what I'll do is I'll register my app into this settings.py folder. So how do you do that? In installed apps, I'll just add the name hello world, and don't forget to add a comma over here, and I'll save this. Next thing what I'll do is over here in our intro app, I'll create a urls.py file. This has been made at a different location. Over here I'll say urls.py. Now the second thing that we have to do is go to the urls.py file of our project, not the app. Over here I'll come, and I'll also add one thing, include over here, and path include the urls file from our app, which is hello world dot urls, and also add an empty semicolon over here and just save it. Now I'll go to our app, that is hello world, and over there in urls.py I'll say from django.urls import path, and from dot import views. Now this dot means this folder. Which is this folder? Hello world. So what does this search from hello world import views? Now we'll write the URL patterns. Now what is URL patterns? Over here, let's say I'll first write path, comma, views dot index. Now currently we do not have a function named index, but shortly we'll make it, and name equals index. Now what does this URL pattern mean? That, okay, I'll just create a function over here so that this red line goes. def index request, and I'll just add pass and save it. What does this mean is that the URLs that are available to our Django compiler are written over here. So if you, it can only access the URLs that are written over here, which is views.index, and for calling this particular URL, we need to assign it a name. So over here, I've just assigned it index. So the first setup has been done. Now what we'll do is we'll come over here and I'm going to import one more thing, that is from django.http import http response, and then right over here http response hello world. Now we are done. So what I'll do is now I'll run our project. So for that we need to write python manage.py run server and hit enter. So I'll get a link over here, and when I click that link, localhost is opened up, and we are getting an error over here that the view index didn't return an HTTP response object. Okay, so the error is I need to write return over here, and if I reload, I see an hello world, basic hello world getting printed. And always remember, when we are working on Django, then the localhost portal is 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. You can also change it. You'll see it in upcoming videos. So let's just quickly recap what we did. We created a project by writing the following command, and then we created an app by writing this following command. And then what we did is, first of all, we need to go to settings.py into our project and register our app, so that the compiler knows that there is an app called hello world. Otherwise it will give an error that it doesn't know what hello world is. Then we'll jump on to urls.py and include all of the URLs that are present into our hello world. So if we take a look at how does compiler run itself, then it comes to this function, and it sees, firstly it goes to urls.py and it sees which paths are available to me. So it will see path, and as there is no name over here, so it will go to views.index, and from this views.index it will directly jump to views.py and then run whatever is present in this index function and display the output to us. So this is what happens into the app. But when if we go to from the very beginning, that when we write the command python manage.py run server, then how does the compiler run? Then it firstly goes into settings.py and sees which apps are installed. After that it comes to urls.py and over here sees that which path is included. So it sees that I need to go to the URLs file of hello world app. So from here it jumps to urls.py over here, and then it reads this views.index and comes to this function and runs everything that is written over here. I hope you understood how to create a basic app in Django. Now it is a bit complicated when you are a newbie while working with Django. Of course, if you are shifting from Flask to Django, then you feel that Flask is way better in terms of creating an app. But trust me, as you will go through Django, you'll realize that the functions that Django has are way much and way more broader than Flask. Hope you like this video. Thank you.